Is this it? Have you ever woken up, stared at the ceiling, and had that single, heavy thought echo in the silence of your room? Is this all my life is going to be? A repeating loop of yesterday's obligations, today's anxieties, and tomorrow's vague, uncertain promises. You go through the motions, the alarm, the coffee, the commute, the work, the dinner, the screen, the sleep, a perfectly painted cage of comfort and routine. You yearn for change, for a spark, for something more, but you feel trapped, anchored to a routine that drains you before the day has even truly begun. You see others living lives of passion and adventure, and a quiet, painful whisper in your soul asks, "Why not me?" What if I told you the escape you're looking for isn't a lottery ticket or a drastic life overhaul? What if the most profound transformation you'll ever experience begins not in the chaos of the world, but in the sacred stillness of your own morning? The key to unlocking the person you were always meant to be, the secret to crafting a life of purpose and passion, is not a grand mystery hidden on a mountaintop. It is a choice. A choice you make in the first 60 minutes after you open your eyes. Forget everything you think you know about morning routines. This is not about becoming a productivity machine. This is not about cramming more tasks into an already overflowing schedule. This is about becoming you, the real you, the you that has been buried under layers of expectation, doubt, and exhaustion. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I will show you how to turn the first hour of your day into the most powerful catalyst for change you have ever known. It's time to stop sleepwalking through your existence. It's time to wake up to your life. The morning, for so many, it's a battlefield. The alarm clock is the enemy, a shrill declaration of war against our dreams. We hit snooze, bargaining for just a few more minutes of escape, a few more moments in the sweet oblivion of sleep. We are negotiating our surrender before our feet even touch the floor. We drag ourselves out of bed, our minds already racing, flooded with the anxieties of the day ahead. The emails we have to answer, the deadlines we have to meet, the problems we have to solve, the arguments we replayed in our sleep. We are reactive from the moment our feet touch the floor. We are on the defensive, shielding ourselves from the onslaught of demands and expectations from a world that never stops asking for more. But what if the morning wasn't a battlefield? What if instead it was a sanctuary? A sacred space that you create for yourself, a time to connect with your deepest desires, to nurture your spirit, and to set the tone for a day of purpose and fulfillment. This is the essence of a powerful morning routine. It's about shifting from a state of reaction to a state of creation. It's about consciously and deliberately designing your day, rather than letting your day design you. Think about the greatest artists, the most innovative thinkers, the most successful entrepreneurs. Do you think they stumble out of bed and into greatness? Do you think they allow the chaos of the world to dictate their focus and their energy? No. They understand that the first few hours of the day are the most critical. They guard them fiercely. They use this time to cultivate the mindset, the clarity, and the resilience needed to achieve the extraordinary. They have mastered the art of the morning. And the good news is, so can you. It doesn't matter where you are in your life right now. It doesn't matter how many times you've tried and failed to create lasting change. The past does not have to equal the future. Today can be a new beginning. This morning can be the start of a new chapter. A chapter where you are the author, where you hold the pen, and where you write a story of passion, purpose, and unlimited potential. The first step in this journey is to understand that your morning routine is not about adding more to your already overflowing plate. It's not about punishing yourself or forcing yourself to do things you hate. It's about subtraction, not addition. It's about removing the distractions, the noise, and the negativity that are draining your energy and stealing your focus. It's about creating a space for silence, for stillness, for reflection. In our hyper-connected world, we are constantly bombarded with information. Our phones are buzzing, our social media feeds are screaming for our attention, and the news is a never-ending cycle of fear and outrage. We have forgotten how to be alone with our own thoughts. We have forgotten how to listen to the whispers of our own hearts. Your morning is the perfect time to reclaim this lost art, to turn off the phone, to close the laptop, and to simply be. Imagine waking up tomorrow, not to the jarring sound of an alarm, but to the gentle light of the sun. You stretch your body, feeling the life force flowing through you. You take a deep breath, filling your lungs with fresh, clean air. You don't reach for your phone, you don't check your emails, you don't immediately flood your mind with the problems of yesterday or the anxieties of today. Instead, you sit in silence for just a few minutes. You listen to the sounds of the world waking up around you, the birds singing, the gentle hum of the city. You feel a sense of peace, a sense of calm, a sense of connection to something greater than yourself. This is not a fantasy. This can be your reality, and it starts with a simple choice: the choice to prioritize your own well-being, the choice to put yourself first. One of the most powerful morning habits you can cultivate is the practice of gratitude. It sounds so simple, almost cliche, but its effects are profound. When you start your day by focusing on what you are thankful for, you shift your entire perspective. You move from a place of lack to a place of abundance. You train your brain to see the good in your life rather than dwelling on the negative. Take out a journal and write down 3 things you are grateful for. It could be something as small as the taste of your morning coffee or as big as the love of your family. The act of writing it down makes it real. It solidifies the feeling in your mind and in your heart. You are literally rewiring your brain for happiness and success. You are sending a powerful message to the universe that you are open and receptive to more blessings. Believe in the power of gratitude. It is a magnet for miracles. Another cornerstone of a transformative morning routine is movement. Our bodies were designed to move. We are not meant to be sedentary creatures, hunched over desks and screens for hours on end. When you move your body, you change your physiology. You release endorphins, the body's natural mood elevators. You increase blood flow to your brain, improving your focus and your cognitive function. You release stored tension and stress, creating a sense of ease and well-being. This doesn't mean you have to run a marathon or spend hours at the gym. It can be as simple as a 15-minute walk in nature, a gentle yoga practice, or even just dancing around your living room to your favorite song. The key is to find something you enjoy, something that makes you feel alive. Listen to your body. It will tell you what it needs. Honor it. Cherish it. It is the only vehicle you have to carry you through this incredible journey of life. Now let's talk about your mind. Your mind is like a garden. If you don't consciously plant the seeds of positivity, inspiration, and empowerment, the weeds of doubt, fear, and negativity will inevitably take over. Your morning routine is the perfect time to tend to your mental garden, to pull out the weeds and to plant the seeds that will bear the fruit of success and happiness. One of the most effective ways to do this is through reading. Read something that inspires you, something that challenges you, something that expands your mind. It could be a book on personal development, a biography of someone you admire, or even a few pages of sacred text. Fill your mind with powerful ideas, with stories of resilience, with wisdom that has stood the test of time. You are what you consume, and this applies not just to the food you eat, but to the information you feed your mind. Choose to feed your mind a diet of excellence. Another powerful tool for cultivating a winning mindset is the practice of affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that you repeat to yourself, either out loud or in your mind. They are a way of reprogramming your subconscious mind, of replacing old, limiting beliefs with new, empowering ones. Your subconscious mind is like a loyal servant. It doesn't judge or question. It simply accepts whatever you tell it as truth. For years, you may have been unconsciously feeding it a steady diet of negative self-talk. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I'll never succeed. Is it any wonder that you feel stuck? Is it any wonder that you struggle to create the life you desire? It's time to take control of the conversation. It's time to start speaking to yourself with love, with kindness, and with respect. Create affirmations that resonate with you, that make you feel powerful and alive. I am worthy of love and success. I am confident and capable. I am the creator of my own destiny. Repeat them with conviction, with emotion, with belief. Feel the truth of these words in every cell of your being. You are literally becoming the person you want to be. Visualization is another key component of a world-class morning routine. It is the practice of creating a vivid mental image of your desired future. You see it, you feel it, you experience it as if it were already happening. This is not just wishful thinking. It is a scientifically proven method for activating the creative powers of your subconscious mind. When you visualize your goals with clarity and emotion, you are sending a powerful signal to your brain. You are telling it what to look for, what to focus on. Your brain then begins to filter through the vast amount of information it receives every day, and it starts to notice the people, the resources, and the opportunities that are aligned with your vision. You begin to attract the very things you are visualizing. The universe conspires to help you. Coincidences happen. Serendipitous events occur. You are no longer just hoping for a better future. You are actively creating it. Let's be clear, this journey is not about perfection. There will be days when you don't feel like it. There will be days when you fall back into old patterns. That's okay. That's part of the process. The key is to not let a single setback derail your entire journey. Be gentle with yourself. Be compassionate. Forgive yourself and get back on track. The goal is progress, not perfection. It's about building momentum one day at a time. Each morning that you honor your commitment to yourself, you are casting a vote for the person you want to become. You are building self-trust, self-respect, and self-confidence. You are proving to yourself that you are worthy of your own promises. And that is a feeling that is more powerful than any external validation. It is the foundation upon which a truly magnificent life is built. The power of morning habits extends far beyond your personal life. It ripples out into every area of your existence. When you start your day with purpose and intention, you show up as a better partner, a better parent, a better friend, a better leader. You have more energy, more patience, more creativity. You are more present, more engaged, more alive. You become a source of inspiration for those around you. You become a beacon of light in a world that can often feel dark and chaotic. People will be drawn to your energy. They will want to know your secret. And you can share with them the simple yet profound truth that the key to a better life is a better morning. So, I ask you again, what if tomorrow could be different? What if you could wake up with a sense of excitement, a sense of purpose, a sense of unlimited possibility? What if you could finally break free from the chains of the past and step into the glorious future that is waiting for you? The choice is yours. The power is within you. It is waiting to be unleashed. It is waiting for you to say yes, yes to yourself, yes to your dreams, yes to a life of passion, purpose, and joy. Start small. Don't try to change everything at once. Choose 1 or 2 habits that resonate with you and commit to practicing them for the next 30 days. It could be as simple as waking up 15 minutes earlier, drinking a glass of water, and doing a few stretches. The key is consistency. It's the small, seemingly insignificant actions, repeated over time, that lead to massive results. It's the compound effect in action. Each day, you are laying another brick in the foundation of your dream life. And before you know it, you will have built a fortress of strength, resilience, and unshakable self-belief. This is your moment. This is your time. The world is waiting for the unique gifts that only you can offer. Don't let them die inside of you. Don't let the noise of the world drown out the music of your soul. Rise up. Take a stand for the life you were born to live. Embrace the power of the morning and watch as your world transforms in the most magical and miraculous ways. Believe in yourself, believe in your dreams, and believe in the power of a single, intentional, and extraordinary morning. Your future self will thank you for it. The journey begins now. But as you stand on the precipice of this new beginning, you might feel a pull, a familiar nagging voice of resistance. This is the voice of procrastination, the voice of comfort. It tells you, just one more day. You're too tired. It's not that important. We must understand this voice for what it is. It is not the voice of truth. It is the voice of fear. Fear of change. Fear of failure. Fear that if you really give it your all, you might not be good enough. Procrastination is not a character flaw. It is not laziness. It is a defense mechanism. It is your old self fighting to stay in control, terrified of the powerful, magnificent person you are about to become. So how do you defeat this enemy? You don't fight it with brute force. You disarm it with compassion and strategy. You make the first step so ridiculously easy that the voice of fear has nothing to argue with. You want to start journaling? Don't commit to writing 3 pages. Commit to writing 1 sentence. You want to start meditating? Don't commit to 20 minutes. Commit to 1 minute. 1. This is the secret. You build momentum. You create a small win. And that small win gives you the confidence to take the next step, and the next, and the next. You are outsmarting your own fear. You are proving to yourself in small, undeniable increments that you are in control. And there is a beautiful science to what is happening within you. Every time you complete your tiny habit, your brain releases a little bit of dopamine, a chemical associated with pleasure and reward. You are creating what is known as a habit loop. The cue is your alarm going off. The routine is your one sentence in the journal. The reward is that feeling of accomplishment, that hit of dopamine. Your brain, in its infinite wisdom, wants more of that reward. So, the next day, it becomes a little bit easier to perform the routine. And the day after that, easier still. You are literally carving new neural pathways in your brain. You are physically changing its structure. This is neuroplasticity. It is the scientific proof that you are not fixed. You are not stuck. You are a being of infinite potential, capable of rewiring your own mind for success, happiness, and fulfillment. This isn't magic. It's biology. It's the way you were designed. You were born to grow, to evolve, to become more. Of course, a truly powerful morning does not begin when you wake up. It begins the night before. Think of it like a farmer preparing the soil. You can't expect a bountiful harvest if you plant your seeds in dry, depleted ground. Your sleep is the soil from which your morning grows. We live in a culture that glorifies busyness and demonizes rest. We wear our exhaustion like a badge of honor. This is insanity. Sleep is not a luxury. It is a biological necessity. It is during sleep that your body repairs itself. Your brain consolidates memories, and you flush out the toxins that accumulate during the day. To truly win the morning, you must first honor the night. Create an evening routine, a wind-down ritual that signals to your body and mind that it's time to prepare for rest. An hour before bed, make a conscious decision to disconnect. Turn off the screens. The blue light from your phone, your tablet, your television is a direct enemy of quality sleep. It tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime, suppressing the production of melatonin, the hormone that regulates your sleep-wake cycle. Instead of scrolling through the endless feed of other people's lives, pick up a book. Listen to calming music. Take a warm bath. Prepare your clothes for the next day. Pack your gym bag. Make your lunch. Do anything that reduces the friction for your future self. Every decision you eliminate for your morning self is a gift. You are making it easy to succeed. You are setting yourself up for a victory before the day has even begun. And please, hear this. Your morning routine should be uniquely yours. What works for me or for some guru on the internet may not work for you. We are all different. Some of us are morning larks, naturally energized at dawn. Others are night owls, doing their best work late into the evening. Do not force yourself into a mold that doesn't fit. The principles are universal: gratitude, movement, mindfulness, but the application is deeply personal. If you hate running, don't run. Go for a walk, dance, swim. If sitting in silent meditation feels like torture, try a guided meditation, or simply focus on your breath for a few moments while your coffee brews. The goal is not to perfectly replicate someone else's routine. The goal is to create a set of practices that nourish your soul, that energize your body, and that focus your mind. Experiment. Be a scientist in the laboratory of your own life. Try new things. Keep what works. Discard what doesn't. Your morning routine should feel like a gift you give to yourself, not a chore you have to endure. It should be a source of joy, not stress. Because ultimately, this is not just about the morning. The habits you forge in the quiet solitude of the dawn are the training ground for the rest of your life. The discipline you cultivate by choosing to get out of bed instead of hitting snooze is the same discipline you will call upon to finish that difficult project at work. The resilience you build by pushing through a workout when you don't feel like it is the same resilience that will carry you through life's inevitable challenges. The clarity you gain from a few minutes of quiet reflection is the same clarity that will help you make better decisions, to respond to situations with wisdom instead of reacting with emotion. Your morning routine is a microcosm of your life. How you do one thing is how you do everything. When you start your day with intention, with purpose, with a commitment to your own growth, that energy doesn't just disappear at 9 a.m. It follows you. It infuses everything you do. You become more patient with your children. You become a better listener for your partner. You become a more inspiring leader for your team. You are not just changing your mornings. You are changing your entire existence. So, I challenge you, not for a week, not for a month. I challenge you to make a lifelong commitment to yourself, a commitment to growth, a commitment to becoming the person you were always meant to be. I challenge you to see your mornings not as a burden, but as an opportunity to connect, to create, to grow, to become. The person you will be 5 years from now is a direct result of the habits you practice today, the books you read, the thoughts you think, the actions you take. There is no magic pill. There is no shortcut. There is only the daily practice, the daily commitment, the daily choice to show up for yourself, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. That is where the transformation happens. That is where character is forged. That is where legends are born. Your legacy is not written in a single moment of triumph. It is written in the quiet consistency of your mornings. It is written in the promises you keep to the most important person in your life, you. So rise, rise with the sun, rise to the challenge, rise to meet the magnificent destiny that awaits you. Your masterpiece is waiting to be created. Pick up the brush. The canvas is your day, and it all begins with the morning. Let's go deeper still. Let's talk about the concept of a keystone habit. This is a single, powerful habit that creates a ripple effect, a positive domino chain that knocks down other positive habits into place almost effortlessly. For many, a morning habit is the ultimate keystone. When you start your day by making your bed, for example, it's a small act of order and discipline. That small win makes you more likely to choose a healthy breakfast. That healthy choice gives you more energy, which makes you more likely to tackle a challenging task at work. It all started with one simple, intentional act. Maybe your keystone habit is drinking a full glass of water before anything else. This act of hydration is an act of self-care. It tells your body, I value you, I will nourish you. This simple act can lead to clearer thinking, which leads to better communication, which leads to stronger relationships. Find your keystone, that one habit that, when you do it, everything else seems to fall into line. It could be 5 minutes of stretching. It could be writing one line of gratitude. It could be stepping outside and feeling the sun on your face. Don't underestimate the power of a single, well-placed domino. It can change the entire game. And as you progress on this path, there will come a time when your routine might start to feel, well, routine. The initial excitement may fade. This is a critical moment. It's a plateau. Many people give up here, mistaking the plateau for the end of the road. But a plateau is not a sign of failure. It is a sign of integration. It means the habits are becoming part of you, but it is also an invitation to evolve, to ask yourself, what's next? How can I go deeper? This is where you can introduce new elements or change the intensity of your existing ones. Maybe your 1 minute of meditation becomes 5. Maybe your one sentence of journaling becomes a full page of free-flowing thought. Maybe you switch your morning walk to a new route to stimulate your senses. See your routine not as a rigid set of rules carved in stone, but as a living, breathing entity that grows and changes as you grow and change. Stay curious, stay playful. The moment your routine becomes a box is the moment it loses its power. Keep it alive, and it will keep you alive. This brings us to one of the most subtle yet potent aspects of a powerful morning: setting an intention. This goes beyond the what of your habits and into the who you want to be. After your meditation or your journaling, take just 30 seconds to set a theme for your day. Choose one word, just one. Perhaps today your word is patience. You set the intention to approach every interaction, every challenge, with a sense of calm and understanding. Or maybe your word is courage. You decide that today you will face a fear you've been avoiding. Or perhaps your word is presence. You commit to putting your phone away during conversations, to truly listen, to truly see the people in front of you. This single word becomes your compass for the day. When you find yourself getting frustrated in traffic, you remember patience. When you hesitate to speak up in a meeting, you remember courage. When you're mindlessly scrolling, you remember presence. This is not about adding another task. It is about infusing your entire day with a soul, a purpose. You are no longer just going through the motions. You are living a day of deliberate creation, guided by your highest self. And we cannot ignore the physical vessel that carries us through this life. Your body, the first thing you put into it in the morning, sets a precedent for every choice that follows. Hydration is paramount. After hours of sleep, your body is naturally dehydrated. Reaching for a cup of coffee first thing is like trying to start a car with no oil. That first glass of water, perhaps with a squeeze of lemon, is a gift. It awakens your organs, flushes out toxins, and kickstarts your metabolism. It is a fundamental act of respect for the incredible machine that is your body. And then, the fuel. So many of us reach for sugary cereals or processed pastries, sending our blood sugar on a roller coaster that inevitably leads to a mid-morning crash. What if you chose to fuel your body with life-giving energy? A simple smoothie with fruits and greens, a bowl of oatmeal with nuts and berries, eggs rich in protein. This isn't about dieting. This is about honoring yourself. When you consciously choose to nourish your body with clean, powerful fuel, you send a profound message to your subconscious mind. I am worthy of the best. This sense of worthiness will permeate every other area of your day. You will feel more confident, more energized, more capable of handling whatever comes your way. Ultimately, for these habits to stick, for them to become a non-negotiable part of who you are, they must be connected to something bigger than just feeling good. They must be anchored to your why. Why do you want more energy? Is it to be a more present and playful parent for your children? Why do you want more focus? Is it to build that business you've been dreaming of? To create something that will outlast you? Why do you want more peace? Is it to heal from past wounds and show up as a more loving and compassionate partner? Your why is your ultimate source of fuel. It is what will pull you out of bed on the cold, dark mornings when your motivation is gone. Motivation is fleeting. It's a fair weather friend. But purpose is a deep, unshakable foundation. Take some time in your morning practice to connect with your why. Write it down, speak it out loud, visualize it, feel it in your bones. When your daily habits are in service of your deepest purpose, they cease to be chores. They become acts of devotion. They become a sacred ritual. They become the pathway to your destiny. So, look at the person you are today and look at the person you dream of becoming. The gap between those two people is not as wide as you think. That gap is bridged by your daily habits. It is bridged by the promises you keep to yourself in the quiet moments of the dawn. It is bridged by your decision to choose growth over comfort, courage over fear, and purpose over procrastination. You hold within you, right now, the power to close that gap. You hold the power to become the hero of your own story. It will not happen overnight, but it will happen one morning at a time, one habit at a time, one intentional choice at a time. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and your single step begins tomorrow when you open your eyes. Will you hit snooze or will you rise? Will you surrender to the day or will you command your morning and in doing so, command your life? The choice, as always, is yours. Choose wisely. Your future is listening. And your future self is not just listening, it is cheering for you. It is pleading with you to endure the temporary discomfort for the permanent freedom that awaits. Let's talk about that discomfort. Let's be brutally honest about it. The first week might feel awful. Your body will crave more sleep. Your mind will scream for its usual hit of dopamine from your phone. You will feel groggy, irritable, and full of doubt. This is the withdrawal. This is your old identity throwing a tantrum, refusing to let go. You must see this phase for what it is, a test, a necessary trial by fire. It is in these moments of intense resistance that your character is truly forged. Every time you push through that feeling, every time you choose your new habit over your old craving, you are sending a shockwave through your entire being. You are declaring with your actions that you are no longer a slave to your impulses. You are the master. And on the other side of that initial storm is a calm you can barely imagine, an energy that feels clean and sustainable, a clarity that is sharp and unwavering. You must have faith in the process. You must trust that the pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret is eternal. Let's also address the very real obstacles of life. What if you have small children who wake you up at all hours? What if you work the night shift and your morning is at 4 p.m.? What if you live in a tiny apartment with no quiet space? This is where rigidity breaks and adaptability thrives. The principles remain the same, but the practice must be flexible. Your sanctuary is not a physical place. It is a state of mind. If you have only 5 minutes of quiet in the bathroom before the kids wake up, that is your sanctuary. Use it. If your morning is in the afternoon, then that is your sacred time. Protect it. The universe does not care what time the clock says. It cares about your intention. It cares about your commitment. Do not let your circumstances become your excuse. Let them become your reason. Let them be the fire that fuels your creativity to find a way, no matter how unconventional. A single deep breath is a meditation. A walk around the block is movement. Reading one page of a book is learning. Stop focusing on the grand hour-long routine you see on social media and focus on the 5 minutes you do have. That is where your power lies. In the small, stolen moments that you claim for yourself. And think about the long game. Think about the compound interest of these daily deposits. On day 1, you read for 15 minutes. It feels insignificant. But after a year, you've read for over 90 hours. You've likely finished 10, 15 books. Your knowledge, your vocabulary, your perspective on the world has expanded. On day one, you save $10. It feels like nothing, but over 30 years, with the power of compound interest, it becomes a fortune. Your morning habits are the same. Each act of gratitude is a deposit into your happiness account. Each workout is a deposit into your health account. Each moment of learning is a deposit into your wisdom account. At first, the returns are barely noticeable, but over time, the interest compounds on itself and the growth becomes exponential. The person who practices these habits for a decade is not just 10 times better off than the person who doesn't. They are living in a completely different reality. They are playing a different game. This is the secret that the truly successful understand. It's not about grand slams. It's about getting on base every single day. Let's dismantle the biggest lie we tell ourselves. I am not a morning person. We say this as if it were a permanent, unchangeable part of our DNA, like our eye color or our height. It is a story, a very convincing story perhaps, but a story nonetheless. Your identity is not fixed. It is a collection of your habits. If you have a habit of staying up late watching screens and a habit of hitting the snooze button, then you will have the identity of not a morning person. But if you cultivate the habit of a calming evening routine and the habit of placing your alarm across the room, you begin to build the identity of a morning person. It is a choice, not a life sentence. You can rewrite the story. Start by changing your language. Instead of, I'm not a morning person, try, I am in the process of becoming a morning person. Or, I am learning to enjoy the peace and quiet of the early hours. Language shapes reality. Speak your desired reality into existence. Act as if you are already the person you want to be. Set your clothes out like a morning person would. Go to bed a little earlier, like a morning person would. Your actions will inform your beliefs, and soon, the story you tell yourself will begin to change. And one day, you will wake up before your alarm, feeling rested and energized, and you will realize with a quiet shock, the story has become your truth. So as we draw to a close, I want you to do something for me. Close your eyes, just for a moment. I want you to imagine the person you will be in 1 year if you commit to this path. See this person. What do they look like? See the light in their eyes, the confidence in their posture. Feel the sense of calm and purpose that radiates from them. How do they interact with their family? How do they approach their work? What new opportunities have opened up for them? Feel the pride, the self-respect, the deep, quiet joy that comes from a year of promises kept, a year of showing up, a year of choosing growth. Now, open your eyes. That person is not a distant dream. That person is a potential reality. That person is waiting for you. They are on the other side of your next decision. They are on the other side of tomorrow morning. This is more than a self-improvement strategy. This is a revolution, a quiet personal revolution against the forces of mediocrity, distraction, and despair. It is you taking a stand. It is you declaring that your life is worth more than just going through the motions. It is you reclaiming your power, your focus, your spirit. The world will not change overnight, but you will. And when you change, your entire world changes with you. You become the stone dropped in the still pond, and the ripples of your transformation will touch everyone and everything around you. Your life becomes your message. Your existence becomes an inspiration. And it all starts in the sacred, silent moments before the dawn. It all starts with you. It all starts tomorrow. Will you answer the call?